We're going to start with the gold medal match in the Category C Women's Sabre tournament here.
For the first final is the Sabre Women's Category C. Representing Great Britain is FRITH. And representing also Great Britain is Sylvia Brown. The referee for this match is Mr. Tamim Rezi of Egypt.
Well, the fencers are out, and so are the referees. Let's just go to the referees quickly. Egypt's very own Tamim Ghazi will take control of centre stage. He's supported on the video by Evgeny Darkokin of Kazakhstan, and the assistant referees are Andreas Duvis of Greece and Kenichi Sasada of Japan. And what are they going to be looking after? Well, they're going to be looking after an all-British World Championship title fight between Vivian Frith and Sylvia Brown. Britain guaranteed the first gold medal here in Cairo. I'm Karen Bashir, and it's my great pleasure to bring you the first ever commentated World Veterans Fencing Championships, courtesy of the FIE, the International Fencing Federation. And it's my even greater pleasure to welcome into the commentary box a Category A épée fencer from a small country. They do some things in fencing every now and again. Marina Passaseo from Italy.
Thank you very much, Karim.
Oh,
good evening to everyone.
It's a pleasure to have you here. Now, I've said that you're a Category A épée fencer,
yes,
but we're all fencers and we love fencing and we understand how all the weapons work. But you're not actually fencing here. You've got another job.
No, unfortunately, I didn't qualify for the World Championship, but I'm here because Italy likes to follow our veterans, and so I'm here because I do the live streaming for the Italy Armies Association, so it's the Master Association, and I'm very happy to be here to follow them so people can support them, and so the whole day I follow the Italian fencers with my commentary and images.
And now you have to switch from Italian to speak English with me.
Yes.
Well,
I hope I will do my best.
I'm sure you will. Well, ciao Italia, all my Italian friends, Vedeschermo as well, massive supporters and promoters of the sport of fencing. This is the big one today, the first gold medal match. It's Sylvia Brown of Great Britain on the left, going up against her teammate Vivian Frith on the right.
They're both very strong fencers in this category.
Yeah, Vivian's got a whole host of medals. Sylvia has fenced all three weapons, got a team bronze in 2016. But Vivian, well, she's the world champion in this category in 2017, a silver in 2015. She retained her European championship title this year as well. So she's got to be the strong favourite.
Yes, but they're both very strong. So I think it's going to be a tight match, although they know each other very well. So.
Now clearly you understand fencing inside out, but if you're talking to your friends back at home, maybe who don't understand it, it's a very complicated sport, so it's very difficult to explain all the rules. But what would you say in Sabre we should look for?
I think that we should look for watching starts first, which is the arm in front. Well, you see, I know you're very used to other competitions. So here the speed is different in Sabre. So I think people that is watching these matches will be, for them it will be easier to understand.
And it's an interesting point, that, Marina, because fencing at all levels, whether you're a novice, a beginner, as a child or an adult, it makes no difference. Or if you're a senior international, I'm trying to think of some good international Italian fencers. Casara maybe, or Volpi, or
you mean this is for
they are
for
Montano.
foil. Yes, Montano.
He's okay.
Samele, and they are very.
Curatoli doing very well.
Curatoli now
Very,
it's
very
probably
good.
the best.
Yeah, so but at all levels, whether you're Curatoli or Vivian Frith or kids I teach in my club, it's about joining the physical and the aerobic part of the physical side of the sport with the brain. And sometimes when they're younger, too much physical and not enough brain. And as you get older, obviously your body cannot move as fast, so you have to be tactically very, very clever.
I think that here in Sabre would be the great difference. I mean, here the speed is very important. But you can see, for example, I'm of course talking about Italy because this is the championship I follow. You can see that some veterans in épée, for example, they still beat strong young people,
yes,
because maybe in épée head and experience is more important than physical.
The craft on the piece, the fight craft on the piece.
So with sabre would be very difficult. But what you say, it's true. I mean, you have to follow. You have to use your brain as well.
Yeah.
And sometimes the experience is a very, very good weapon.
Yeah.
More than the sabre
The
itself.
cunning and the sly. But Sylvia Brown got off to a good start,
Yeah.
2-0 up. But Vivian Frith got back on level terms. The first one from the right is no. The referee calling that short. So as you said, Marina, we're looking for that arm to go out and finish a full extension, but it must hit. And in that case,
it must hit
Frith missed.
hopefully before the feet touches the ground, the front foot touches the ground. Otherwise, they call it attack.
That attack goes into the defence there of Sylvia Brown. Nothing between these two. We've talked about Vivian Frith and her many medals. What about Sylvia Brown? She's from Bedford Fencing Club under the guidance of Jonathan Katz. She's got quite a few gongs herself, but most notably Commonwealth Team Gold Medal. Does the attack hesitate from the right-hand side? It does.
As I told you, it's going to be a close match. Because they're both strong, and in fact we are 5-4.
Yes, and that means that there's a break in veterans fencing. They go to 10 hits, so we have a minute break at 5. Now, obviously you're a supporter of Italy, and there are many top fencers in Italy across the board, especially currently at senior level. But Great Britain seem to be having a very good few years at veterans level.
This is true. I mean, a big difference I see between the seniors and the veterans is, for example, I mean, okay, Britain has a lot stronger senior, but they are not so strong as in the veterans. I think that the movement in Britain is very strong, and also I have to say, people, I mean, it's not easy. You have to think that these people is over 70. They came here traveling with their bags. It's not immediate to do this. So it means they really, really like it. They enjoy fencing, and I have to say that it's as well. This is true as well for USA. Yes. USA and Britain are the biggest team in the veterans.
Well, showing strong here today, and the first gold medal match at these 2019 World Veterans Fencing Championships is between two British fencers. We will, of course, feature Americans later on in the schedules this evening, as well as someone I think you might be supporting. We have an Italian in the Cazzi men's sabre final.
We have the defending champion, in fact.
There you go. The attack going through there from Vivian Frith. There is really nothing in between these two. But you talked about movement. These two have kept this fight quite in the middle of the piece at the moment.
Yeah, it's true. They both decided to fence in the center of the piste. I mean, having a long attack in sabre is not so easy. Huh? Because you see, she tried now, but it's a big effort.
Yes, yes.
And sometimes you run the risk to go forward with if you go too fast, you have the risk of going forward with the legs and the arm stays back.
And then it's
And in
not
this
attack.
case, you have no attack.
Well, 3 in a row there from Frith.
Yeah.
She's decided that staying in the middle and dancing around trying to look for an opening or create an opening is not working, so she's decided to go straight for this one. One back.
Yeah, unfortunately. Okay,
Misses the first one, looks at the box. Counter para riposte in the end, going to Brown. Brown just 1 point away from taking the world title here. Frith comes off the line. She starts and then stops.
Again,
it's a
yeah.
stutter. And so the attack comes from the left, and Sylvia Brown is the world champion of Cat C women's sabre here in Cairo. And what a sporting gesture from her opponent, Vivian Frith, giving her a real celebratory hug, celebrating with her.
Yes, I mean they are really team. They are really a good team. Not only a clever team, but really they are a team playing together, traveling together. It's a very good example.
Big spirit in the British team.
Yes.
And it's paid off on day one and event one. Sylvia Brown is the world champion. So the fencers will clear the pistes now, but I can't resist asking Marina. This next fight, battle of two Richards. Richard Brown from the United States of America and Ricardo Carmina. What can you tell us about Ricardo, your teammate?
Well, Ricardo is very good friends, and is, as I said already, the defending champion. He won his title. I think it was his first match. First tournament in the category C, and he won in Livorno. So the championship was in Italy, and he was playing at home. And Ricardo was a former coach of a very important basket team, Cantu. Sometimes when we make training camps, Ricardo is our athletic coach.
Strength and conditioning coach, who's saying in English.
Training conditioning, yes.
Well,
and you will see him is both technical and strong, physically strong.
I don't expect anything less from an Italian fencer. And clever, I bet, as well.
Yes, as I said, it's both technique and physique.
Well, he's going to go up against the American Richard Brown, who